Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers. Welcome to the next installment of the Youth Academy Challenge Save with Whitby Town. Today we are obviously doing the youth intake first, and then we're going to do a season review, see how we're doing. If you're new here, that's usually how the videos go. So yeah, we'll just jump straight into the youth intake. We're going to start from the bottom, and we're going to work our way out to the best player. Today, our diamond in the rough is Cody Trinari, apparently the best one to look out for. From the youth intake, and yeah, let's just go into it. James McMillan is first, the Scottish person. 10 flair, 10 pace, 9 acceleration, good agility, poor potential, not poor potential, but you know, you want to see 5 stars, don't you? Off the ball 11, that's pretty actually, you rarely see a youth intake player with 11 off the ball. At least at this level. And decent starting stats. Fickle is going to ruin James McMillan. But we're going to waste too much time on him. Apologies. Next, Kevin O'Connell, defensive player, left back and centre back. And Jesus Christ, those physicals are gonna. Do they mean he's not gonna make it? Really, I don't think he can develop that much, as he's not gonna be in the first team, and he's got poor potential. Kevin O'Connell. Yeah, I'm really sorry, mate, but it's not gonna happen. Young centre-back at 5'10" as well. It doesn't bode well. Next, David Miles, so just forget about the other one. Also pretty poor physicals. Driven personality is good, so maybe he will develop like crazy. Marking 5, tackling 10 is pretty good. 6'2" is pretty good. Can play DM and left back. None of those physicals, unfortunately. Mentally is okay. Yeah, he'd probably be one of them once he gets 18. We'll learn Arts Island and see how he does over there, but it's unlikely David will become anything special. Now, start 11. Elite talents. We have Papi Kasongo. That's a pretty good name. Let's hope Papi Kasongo can be a starting goalkeeper, because I'd love to say his name all the time. He is 5'10", and yeah, that's already kind of ruined his credibility as a goalkeeper. Leadership 12, agility 14, punching tendency of 14, reflexes of 10. He's got the potential, and maybe he will loan him out to Congo in the future, and he might get some game time there. If he grows like 3 inches, he might be a starting goalkeeper one day. I don't know, Pappy. I'm really sorry. I think he's the only 1 star. Okay, 1.5 stars. Upcoming Mark Carson. 14 acceleration, good start. Determination 17, fairly determined. Finishing 11 as a winger, it's just the pace is a bit low. Composure of 4, so he's probably not going to be a striker, but an inside forward was reasonable left foot, strong right foot. Okay. I mean, vision, all that stuff's pretty poor. It's rough for him, as he's got an outstanding finishing ability, but he's not super pacey to be a demon at this level, unfortunately, for Mark Carson. But there's something in him. There's potential. There's definitely potential. Jose Hurtado, a defense. He can play all along the back line, and he's Colombian, so that's a good start. He's 6 foot. That's good. Physicals are actually well rounded. Okay, no reds, but then they're like 7s and 6s, but that's okay. 9 pace. 7 acceleration, run acceleration, 9, 7 pace. Resolute personality is good. Mentally is a mishmash of reds and average mentals. What's his position 5, tackling 10, marking 6. But luckily you can actually train marking and positioning, so that's what we'll focus on, alongside a bit of pace. I reckon we start with pace and then work on the defensive positioning. But Hurtado, he looks actually pretty good. 6 foot as well, jump range of 12. I don't mind playing him at fullback. Dribbling 6, crossing 5. But I think he might be a good squad player and a very defensive option off the bench. I don't think he would be a starter unless he develops like crazy. But he will definitely be an off the bench. We need to shut the game down, like a bit of a Rob Holding. He's just probably better than Rob Holding already. But yeah, Jose Hurtado, I think he has a future at the club, which I'm very excited about. And if needs be, he can be loaned out to Colombia in the future for some game time. Junior Parr, our defender, central defender, can play midfield. Oh, I thought that was 13 tackling, 13 technique, 13 passing. He's 5'9", dives into tackles, 4 strength, definitely not centre back. Maybe a midfielder if he was if he was a bit pacier. But decisions are good, like his mentals are pretty good. Leadership doesn't matter. Flair, one flair, no nonsense. That's okay. Off the ball's pretty poor. Positioning, okay. Yeah. Okay, Junior Pa, there's something about unbalanced personality, and he has no work ethic to improve, which is amazing. So we'll see how Junior Pa does. Maybe he goes into CDM at some stage if needs be. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. No, you have only 1.5 stars? No, okay, so that was just 3 or 2. I can't remember now. Oh, no, wait. Have we looked at McFadden? Let's just quickly cover McFadden. No, we haven't. I don't think we have looked at McFadden. 5'11", marks tightly, dives into tackles. Oh, no, he's a 2-star, that's why. Okay, but I mean, seeing as we already clicked on McFadden, we may as well start him. Fairly ambitious, that's good. As I said, 5'11", marks tightly, dives into tackles, 10 tackling, 9 marking, 8 positioning, heading of 11, that's pretty good. Crossing of 11, pace of 5 though. Good mentals as well, very well rounded mentally. Flair and leadership don't really matter. Okay, so it's like, okay, so he's a bit slow to be a fullback, and then he's not tall enough to be a, well, 5'11". We've played with 5'11" centre backs, and he's good in the air, and he's got time to develop and grow bigger and stronger. So I can see him playing centre back with 11 crossing. Might be a bit of a waste, but we'll put him on quickness training and see how he gets there. Or maybe do we just abandon the idea of him being quick and just make him a decently like a good defender with good off the ball and marking maybe? Let me know what to do with Taron McFadden. If you want to see him try be a fullback, or would you rather him be a centre back? And I'll try to alter his training in a way that will make him a feasible defender in any right. Okay, now we will start with the 2 stars like properly. We will just skip McFadden as we accidentally started off with him. First off, or secondly, Gabriel Freer. Interesting name. Spineless, what the hell? I don't know. I've never seen a spineless personality in anyone ever before. So I don't know. I imagine it's low, can't handle pressure, I imagine. Like 1 pressure maybe. In its hidden attributes. If you do know what spineless is, do leave a comment, let me know. As a genuine hand and heart, never seen that before. Pace of 8 though. Acceleration 7. We do need fast midfielders, CDMs especially. Concentration of 7, bravery 13, aggression 13. Work rate's good. He could be a box-to-box, he could be a Segundo Volante, and he's got decent stats. If we actually compare him with Yak McCourt, I am pretty sure he's better or just about the same level as Yak McCourt. Yeah, he is. He's actually probably a bit better on the balance of things. It's just mentally, Yak has outdone him, and the difference in wages. Yak is near his career, and I want him to retire and become a coach. He's got, I think, a balanced personality, which I don't mind, and he is a club legend in his own right. Although I don't think he's actually recognised as one. But yeah, he'll retire and be a coach here. Next, Kofi Saturn Mazzala usually indicates pace. So let's have a look. Kofi. Deceptively not that much pace, but 9 and 8 is more than we already have in midfield. Decisions of 10. These mentals are pretty poor. Technique of 12, tackling 7, marking, passing 8, sorry. Flair's good to 12, 6'1 as well. That's not unambitious. Consistent performer though. Yeah, it's like one good thing, one bad thing, like a ping pong of like what's good and bad. It really depends on how, if he develops well in the youth academy, because he has a foundation to be good, Kofi. He just needs to like actually improve. Well, I feel like that goes for everyone. I mean, that was just a silly statement, but you know what I'm trying to say. Next, I mean, Cody Trineri is meant to be the star of this youth intake, so I think it makes sense to leave him last, although we do have a 3-star player. Okay, I think we'll leave him last at 2 stars, and then we'll finish off with Kriakos Eleftheriou, as he is 3 stars. So, skipping Trineri. Dean Tiernan, Irishman. We always get an Irishman. Temperamental, a bit stereotypical and a bit racist, maybe. Because as I think we have, this is a second temperamental Irishman. Consistent performer. 14 acceleration, 11 pace, 15 flair. Wow, okay. We got a flary youth intake. That's pretty cool. Teamwork 13, technique 11. Good crossing, okay dribbling, okay first touch. We have a lot of wingers. But none of them actually, like, a lot of them get cut because they don't have a lot of, like, actual, like, stats that make them usable, except for maybe a bit of pace. Composure, concentration, poor. But Dean, I mean, I hate that temperamental personality, as you can't criticize the training, you can't, if you're too mean on the youth on the team talk, they get pissy, and it's just a pain. But I know that because Jermaine Tansey, our best player, like, most important player, has been upset with me the whole month, but he still put, like, the whole season, because I pissed him off last season with a bad team talk, and then he talked to me. I said, look, I'm gonna have to say what I need to say in team talks, and yeah, he recently just forgave me in April. So yeah, temperamental personality, not my favourite. Next, Dane Finn, the Welshman. 12 acceleration, 7 pace, good crossing, really good crossing. I love the ball's good. Apart from that, a lot of reds in important places. Passing's poor. Vision's just okay. Stamina, no stamina. 5'11" winger. I'm not impressed by Dane. Maybe I'm being harsh on him. We get a couple loans to Wales and see if it develops, but nothing really stands out about him. Ivan or Ivan Wilberforce. Wilberforce is a cool name. I like that. 13 technique, central attacking midfielder. Decisions 12, flair, another flary player. 13, vision 11, work rate 11. See, he definitely is a central attacking midfielder. He's definitely a 10. It's just that we don't play over any turns in our current setup. We're actually using a crazy tactic. I don't know if at the beginning you saw we're 4th in the league. A subscriber submitted, told me to use this tactic that he himself created. He spent hours just sitting there creating it, and I think it's the best tactic in the game, and there will be a video coming out about it, because we are predicted to finish bottom. We are still a team developing, and we have some good players, but this tactic has really put us in a place that we are, and I really want to give us flowers by making a separate video, and I probably will after the season ends. So we'll see how we actually finish with it, show you results, some couple clips of goals from this save, and maybe I'll ask him for some screenshots of his stuff to see how he did with the tactic, because it's actually crazy. But anyways, Ivan, he is a 10. We don't use 10s, but maybe we will in 2 years time when he's 18 and he needs to be moved up. And then AJ Allpress, I think he's last before Cody, so AJ Allpress, poacher. Okay, I'm expecting good finishing. He's got a good name, so let's see. Ooh, 15 finishing, 11 fast touch, 9 dribbling, 11 composure, 12 acceleration, 10 pace. He's 5'10", okay. I mean, no jumping range, but doesn't need it. Fairly professional. Consistent performer, okay. Off the ball's a bit low. Technique's 11, that's pretty good. Penalty taking, I think he's probably our best penalty taker at 6. Decision's a bit low. Flair is average at 10, okay. At 14 aggression. Oh, okay. I am excited by AJ Allpress. I can definitely see him being our advanced forward in the future. Jermaine Tansey can be sold off or even put at winger. But yeah, AJ is... Wow, okay. I'm surprised he's not the best player that you can take. I'm really excited by him. 4 strength, that's okay. 15 finishing, 11 composure. Oh, that's a deadly combo. And he's actually not horrendously slow. He's okay. If we just get him a bit of quickness training, he might be ready to play in League One in 2 seasons time. He's 16. Wow, okay, I see you, AJ. Wow. So I'm now expecting big things from Cody Trineri and from Elefeu Kriakou, I think was his name. What was his name? Kriakos Elefeu. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Big things from Cody Trineri. I'm expecting 15 pace, 16 acceleration. Not quite. 13 acceleration, 12 pace. 5'10", unambitious, a bit stinky. Finishing 9. Okay, he's got good, decently well-rounded technicals here. Long shots of 6, 8 passing, bravery 11, flair 17. How did I not see that? 17 flair. Very angry at 18 as well. 17. Wow. I don't think I've ever, like, I'm excited to see what he does in the game, like, Match Engine, because 17 Flair, I've never had, I don't think, a player 17 Flair. Definitely not this year, as I've just had 6'4" giants with, like, max 10 Flair. But 17, wow, okay. I'm excited. He's decently pacey as well. No stamina, but that's okay. We'll see how he develops. But Cody Trineri, I don't say he's more exciting than All Press, but in his own right, he's pretty good himself actually. Balance and agility are good. Okay, maybe he is a bit of a monster. We just have to wait and see how Flair actually translates into performances. Next, and to finish it off, a 3-star player. These have usually been pretty good, as we had Aliou Adeyemi, who is our starting left back, and I think the club's best player now. So 3-star rated player, a lot of potential, can play in the centre. Kyriakos Eleftheriou, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say he's probably half Cypriot of Eleftheriou. I've had a player like that before, that name from Cyprus. Ooh. Okay, 6 acceleration, 11 pace, that's not ideal. Unambitious is pretty bad. Injury prone and lacks consistency. Good technique, good dribbling. Flair 16, okay, again another flary, super flary player. Bravery 16, aggression 13. He makes good decisions. He starts off slow, but it's got good pace. See, he would be a 10 again. I think I would play him as a 10 rather than on the wing, purely because the acceleration is pretty bad. Maybe if we put him on quickness training, I think he's got potential to be a good winger. We are using inverted wing as the current tactic. I think he's got potential to beat that, but yeah. I think I would say AJ All-Press is the most exciting of all of these. Just purely like his stats are insane. 15 finishing, 11 composure. Wow, okay, 7 of the ball is a bit annoying, but I think that's the youth intake. I think that's everyone. So yeah, thank you for being here for the youth intake. As I know, some of you guys are gonna click off any interest in youth intake, and that's fair enough, that's reasonable. I appreciate you just being here, even for the first portion. We'll be going to the second portion very soon. Yeah, I just wanted to say that there will be a tactic video about what we're doing right now, and yeah, I'll see you in the season review portion, where we'll probably go more in depth about the tactics, and not the tactics, but just general what's happening at the club, where we are, and how we finish. I think we're even with a shot of finishing first in the league, but it's unlikely. But yeah, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the season review in a second. And now welcome to the season review portion of the video. Yeah, we're going to be reviewing the end of the 28-29 season. How did we do? Did we make the playoffs? Did we win the playoffs? Did we win the league? All answered very shortly. Also, before we get into it, I just want to say that I'm going to break down this section into smaller subsections as to make the video organized, as usually it was just like a spitball and free, like, just randomness that would come into my head. Now there's going to be some structures, there's going to be a bit more cuts, and edits are going to be broken down. That's what I just want to say. Now let's get into the season review screen, which we'll always begin on. This screen is a bit smelly, but we'll go through it properly for the loans and sales. Spoilers, we did finish 4th, but in a crazy fashion, we won the playoff finals. I'm telling you, this tactic, we will have a look at it very shortly, but honestly, props to Joaquin Lasumba for submitting it and saying I should try it out, because honestly, it's revolutionized the way we play and our results. Obviously, we were predicted to finish right here where Kidderminster is, and we got promoted through the playoffs at Wembley, and it was a crazy game. I'll show you some of the goals later. Why not let you see them? Average home attendance 44%. 1,793 people, but it's nice. I imagine all that was bumped up by the Wembley attendance. Moments to remember, our biggest win is actually an improvement from previous years. 5-1 against Gateshead, which was a demolishing job from us. Match to remember, 3-2 against Hartlepool. I don't know why we would remember it. I mean, Diarra, a youth intake, did score. A youth intake, a young player. I think it was 16, scoring his first goal, I believe, in that game. So maybe that's why we need to remember it. And goal of the season is a Mitchell dribble. Oh, I think, yeah, this was like nominated second in goal of the month. So we're going to have a quick look. It was actually the same game as the match to remember. So we'll have a look at the goal of the season for our club once it loads very shortly. Yeah, let's see if it was actually goal of the season. It's a bit choppy though, apologies. Mitchell run through and just pops it, yeah, off the post. Yeah, it's a nice finish, to be fair. From a left back, you wouldn't expect it. So on his weak foot as well, cutting in. Nice. It's not the craziest goal of the season you ever see, but yeah. Our reputation has gone up, which is actually amazing, as we're finally... It's going to help attract the better players. They're going to feel like, oh yeah, you know, League 2, we're going to be professional now, seeing as we got promoted, which is massive, as A, that's going to aid development, and B, reputation and better players feeling like we're a worthy proposition for them. Sponsorship money has gone down, I mean, stayed the same. We'll probably get a new sponsorship deal since we're going into pro. Broadcast revenue, 164k, has gone up massively due to the playoff run. Corporate and hospitality, 26.98. Competition prize money, £215,000 from all the competitions, and 309 from match retail, which is very nice. Sales, Handsies is number one seller. I think he's still joint best player, like current ability wise, but he's looking real good now. A lot of the games, a lot of development, a lot of a club hero. I don't think he's recognized as one just yet, but he might as well be there. Jermaine Tansey, obviously top goal scorer this season. Joaquin Lasumba, fantastic player for us, really. Right winger, he's probably like cemented himself to be that winger. Also, apologies if you could hear that notification sound. Morgan Bacon, a club legend, the first one, the hero of the save, getting on a bit now, but he did get us to the professional football leagues, and we can thank him for that. Probably, I don't know, he's maybe got 2 seasons left in him, maybe 3. Goalkeepers like to stay longer, and then obviously our Welsh 6'7" striker, Leo. No, I think, is it Leo Lloyd? I think it is Leo Lloyd. I forget his first name. There's 2 Lloyds that came for the same intake, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, we have sold 266 shirts, non-domestics, over £1,000, which is, I wonder where these fans are coming from. Although we do have a lot of international, well, we do actually have international players, which I'll show you very shortly, probably at the end of the fun facts section, who made it into the international stage. But Fans Player of the Season, Morgan Bacon picks it up again for the 4th time in a row, I think. We can assume he picked it up 2 years ago where we didn't get a season review. Young Player of the Season, Jermaine Tansey, makes sense. Goal of the season, as we saw, Charlie Mitchell. Top goal scorer, Jermaine Tansey, 29 goals. He is getting into it, and he's forgiven me now. He doesn't hate me no more. So that's nice. That he wants to, like, he appreciates me now, and he's happy. His development has gone down. He's just always roller coastering up and down every single season. I don't think his stats have changed massively. I think his composure's gone up, and maybe that's about it. I think we can actually see really quickly. Progress, attributes, all time. So his balance has gone up. His natural fitness, my god, I don't think I've ever seen a decrease of this proportion. Gone down by 8, which is just horrible. Stamina's gone up though, and then flair's gone down by 5, and heading's gone down by 3. And highest average rating, Morgan Bacon, of course. Josh Brazil, most passes, which was a cool stat. Oldest player, still Yak McCourt. And Joaquin Lasumba beat most assists per season, which was previously 12, held by Mitchell, which is amazing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next section. In the past stages, to see how we actually performed during the season, you can see a very strong season, a good start, and throughout we've actually been the top of the table for the whole season, which is crazy. The lowest we went is 6th, so we've actually never dropped out of the playoff spots for the whole season, which again, I'm going to say it again, was crazy. Especially the team, if we have a quick look, what we're predicted to do. Is there a way to quickly look at the Ramanashu season preview? We've been this is showing the ridiculousness and the hilarity of the situation. 800 to 1 we were predicted bottom of the league, and we managed to finish in 4th. And I'll just show you a quick snippet. This is what a tactic looks like. It's a 4-2-4, and it's a very counter-attacking tactic. So it's good that we are a weaker team, and teams would like to, you know, control the ball more against us. And it helps, and it worked. And yeah, this is the schedule. I mean, I don't know if there's any sense in just like showing you, like flicking through each individual score we were at any given match week. But yeah, we were actually first in the league at a couple instances. Last time I think was the 6th of February. Yeah, 6th of February was the last time we were top of the league. But as you can see, very consistent season, and we'll see who we can thank for these performances. As you can see, our youth academy has won the league for the three times in a row now, which is crazy. It shows the type of caliber of player we're bringing through. If we have a quick look, I just want to give a shout out to where is he? Was it? It's not Hogan. Oh, Broadley. There we go. This season, in the youth academy, he's played 40 games, 52 goals, 19 assists. So of course I had to naturally promote him to the first team, which he had 6 appearances, 2 goals and a single assist for a 16-year-old who's been demolished in the youth academy. Yeah, it's pretty good, and he is growing and developing, which is very exciting. And I think next season he might be brought back down, and then we promote AJ Allpress in his place, as I think AJ looks all round better, but you can't deny the numbers that Calvin was putting up. For any other notable performers, we'll flick it through to see who's been like crazy, or if anyone's been good. AJ Allpress has played 4 games and no goals, which is a bit concerning in the youth academy. Amadou's conceded 31 goals, which is brilliant. Yeah, you can see like who the youth manager prefers and who plays the games and how they do. I mean, now there's a lot of 18-year-olds that need to get promoted. I'm gonna ask the board for an under 21s to give them, like, for those who can't find a loan, to give them a still opportunity to play football, as they can't be in the under 18s, as the name says, they have to be under. And yeah, they're not good enough for the first team, but they might have some potential. It's a very like a minority of players, but it'll still be nice to give those players an opportunity to still play football and develop, and who knows, maybe get some money, or just, you know, filter and fill up the football English leagues with our talent, as it's always nice to see that players that still play games come through the youth academy. And I think, is that everyone? Yeah, okay, we went through everyone. The stats are at the bottom. If you didn't see, you can just play it again if you want to really look for a specific player in the youth academy, how they performed. And yeah, we'll see what's next. So we actually had a lot of players going out on loan and leaving the club this season, who have been either released, or actually some clubs wanted to buy, although I don't think we sold any, as you can, well, clearly we didn't sell them for money. So first was Carl Baptiste, out on loan. Hyde, 18 appearances, 0 goals, 0 penalties, and 3 assists. He played an average of 6.28, so he's had a shocker. I don't what league do Hyde play in? Ishman South. So I think they're two leagues now below us. So Carl Baptiste clearly is not gonna live up to the hype if he's struggling in lower leagues, like a lot lower. He's struggling. He's got a contract expiring. I don't think we're gonna... Is it expiring for us as well? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna extend it. But looks like he can get himself a club, so Carl Baptiste, well, good luck to him, but I don't see him staying, unfortunately. It's a shame, because he was selected to, like, picked out by the head of youth development that he was going to be the best player of his generation. Well, that generation that came through with him. Clearly it's not going to work out for him. Connor Scullion, the Irish winger, went out on loan to Wilkington for the 2nd year now. This season played 32 games, 0 goals, 1 assist, 6.56. Development's been good. He's been on a steady rise. Do we offer him? No. I want to see his details. It's expiring as well for us, and I don't think he's going to get an extension. I wish him the best of luck, but he's not the quality we're looking for, and he has not developed, nor has he got the potential to develop into someone useful for us. So good luck to Connor Scullion. We'll get released when he comes back. Billy Gordon was one of those players that we did let go on a free. He's played 34 times for Buxton now, 20 times this season, 6.35, so he's had a stinker as well in the lower leagues, pretty much. 23 years old, which is crazy, because I thought he's like 30, but Billy Gordon was a youngster who never really had a potential nor developed at all, really, for the whole time he was here. Maybe I didn't give him enough game time, but there was just better options, even in like the 2nd season that came from Youth Academy. compared to Billy Gordon, but he's gone now. Oh, they have a real kit at Buxton, so that's nice. That's a nice kit. Next, Justin Green went out on loan again to the Earthquakes for the second season in a row. 24 appearances, played 6.76, 4 assists and a goal, so that's pretty cool. None from pens, only 1 yellow card, which is very impressive. He looks pretty, he's actually improved a little bit. As you can see, he has gone up in ability. He's got 9 marking, 9 tackling, and 7 positioning now. I think I offered him another contract, and he will go out on loan again, because I think one more loan, one more season of full proper football, even at the under-20s for Antigua and Barbuda, I think he could maybe become someone usable, as he actually is developing and growing. It's just we can't offer him the game time, as there are better options currently at the club. But I think one more season he could be a good-ish squad player for us. Jack Lloyd, the other Lloyd brother, went out on loan to Wales, to Ruthin, 23 appearances, 2 goals, 6.66, devilish number. He has actually improved. I think he has a contract for 1 more year, but he will be sent on loan again. See if he can do anything there. Then we had Jack Price, one of the OGs who actually been getting a lot of game time for us, but he was on so much money. I don't want to pay it no more. And there are players I would like. Joaquin Lasumba pretty much usurped him in the team, and he's gone now. He's also a 6.66 average rating, which is a bit scary. So yeah, that's Jack Price, 28, fairly talented. Maybe we'll get him back as a coach one day if he decides to turn to coaching. Lars Martin Larsen out on loan again. Also an under-21s international for Norway for some reason, although he looks pretty horrendous, so I don't know how he gets in there. He's probably never going to be good enough for us, but if people want to keep loaning him and he gets games for the under-21s, maybe someone will put in a monetary bid for him, but as of now he is going out for free. Bahar Adli, he's been annoying me since day one. He can't jump, he's too small, he always complains, terrible personality, always crying. He was on big money, so we just sent him out for free to Albania. Good luck to him in his home country, and I just hope to never see him again. Even in a coaching role, he's one player that I actually grew to the test and would not want to see back at the club. Daniel Scott has been loaned out to Kerryrosis in the Welsh divisions. He's developed like crazy. He's like benefited a lot from this loan. I think we might offer him another one next season. 6.91, probably the best performing loan player out on loan, which is good. He's well rounded, and I can actually see he might even be ready for the first team as a Segundo Volante. I'm not even going to lie about Daniel Scott, but maybe just one more season of good football out on loan might do it for him. Keegan Casey, one of those ones who's going to get released. Went back to New Zealand, West Auckland, 8 games, 6.30, has not developed, and yeah, I think it's the end of the road for Keegan Casey at Whitby at the very least. And Lars Martin Larsen, he had 2 loans because it cuts off the Norwegian league for some reason, and yeah, those were the transfers. Actually, were they the transfers? Was there any players we released? Ooh. Yeah, so Aaron Shelby got released. He retired. Carlos Moreira got released, but he actually picked up a club in Portugal. Robert Pollock got released, retired. Christie also retired at age 20. Always complaining, always crying, oh, I want to leave, and now what? You retired because no one wants you, idiot. Callum McHale is out there for free, guys. Try and snap him up. Don Barnes has retired as soon as we released him. No one else wanted him. Poor Don Barnes. Mark Clark also retired. Jacob Evans retired. We can't even click on him. And Ben Abraham is actually still out there, 1.5 stars. Someone is bound to pick him up at 17. His contract expired. He wasn't really developing. His potential, I don't think it was that good. Although looking at him now, he's not terrible, but we can't even sign him back anyways if we wanted to. Unambitious. There's better players in the youth academy in his position, so I thought, yeah, release him. Now, we have finished with the transfers. Now we're going to flick through the squad. If you want to pause on your favorite player to see his ability, how they developed, see the stats, and then you have also the seasonal stats at the bottom, which pretty much encompass everything you need to know about their performance this season. Morgan Bacon is the... we're going to go in the order of who had the most appearances, and we'll go through the whole team. The first team is 30 years old now, 2 stars. Probably could get in a youth keeper in there, but he's just been the GOAT, and it's hard to get him out of there. 54 performances in total, and a 7.01 average rating, which is good. That's not right, but okay, we'll just continue anyways. Morgan Bacon, Samuel Badu. I brought him up because I saw the 13 acceleration, 14 pace, but he's not great, and he is gonna get released. But yeah, one appearance starting till the bench. Carl Baptiste obviously is not going to be here. Josh Brazil is actually developing. He's 2.5 stars, so nearly the quality of Eze, allegedly. 17 jumping reach, keeps in the team, really. 23 performances total. Or is that total? No, off the bench, so he has got like 31 performances total. Apologies, 6.77 in the league. Nearly 100 appearances for the club, so that's pretty cool. Next, Kevin Broadley, just brought up from the Youth Academy. Still 16, might go back into the Youth Academy, although I'm not sure, because he actually is pretty good. 6.90, 5 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist for Kelvin. Remy Butterfield, one of them ones, gonna get released. I thought he might be useful, got well-rounded physicals, was doing well in the Youth Academy. I mean, I gave him some games last season. I gave him one off the bench this season. It's just hard to put him in there because there's players that have, like, it's one decisions that really puts me off him. Yeah, so that's Remy, unfortunately. Yuba Diarra, the Frenchman who was actually capped at under-19s. He's one of them. He is one of those players who were called up and is an international at Whitby for the French team, which is crazy, as France is known for producing great talents. On the whole, he has been doing well development wise, and then he just dropped off randomly, but he's picking it up again. 22 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists. Not too bad from the young Frenchman. Next, Isaac Duncan. He's on his way out of the club, really. I sent for a release. He said he's leaving. Thank you for the service, but yeah, we don't need you anymore. And he's a bit of a smeller. Jordan Dunn, he just got promoted because I don't want him to be wasting people's game time in the Youth Academy. Eze, still in the first team, still a highly rated player. Development has slowed down pretty much for him. This is as good as he's gonna get. He doesn't look terrible. He doesn't look terrible. Farmery, again, brought up from the Youth Academy, but it's terrible potential and hasn't really impressed, so he is going to get released. Fitzpatrick, he played 1 game on the bench. Stats do not impress. And yeah, he's just wasting time. He would be one of those players who would get in the under-21s if we did have them, but unfortunately not. Garwood has been on a straight trajectory to greatness, has played 39 appearances total for the club, 6.57 this season, and yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, his passing go down by 2 now, which is, I just really need to check this because I swear he's regressed more than yeah, his passing has gone down by 2, which is just brilliant. 6 went down by 6 in balance. I didn't even realize that he's been decreasing. I thought he's been on a like straight trajectory. Technique gone down by 3. 2 finishing. Okay, I mean that's very upsetting. But maybe now that we're professional, Billy could start improving again, please. See, here's our starting midfielder. Justin Green, he was out on loan. Emil Handses. He is one I'm pretty sure has only improved. I don't think there's been any major reclines in his performances. He looks pretty good. I would encourage you to pause and actually study this man, as he is the GOAT. John Hogan come through the Youth Academy. He's actually highly rated. 22 appearances this season. He's been a rotation through. He didn't play wing back, but he played Segundo Volante and he played centre back. And he is allegedly improving, but I don't know if I can trust that screen anymore. 17, a future first teamer, current first teamer even. Joaquin Sumba, I know a player that has definitely improved, as I've been observing. His actual stats go up, not down, like Billy Gold. It's really been, I'm really scarred by what happened to Billy. I don't know if I can trust this game anymore. 37 appearances, 9 goals, 10 assists, 13 assists, which is the club record. Fran Jennings, yeah, again. Yeah, he's gonna get released. Jermaine Tansey, the GOAT. Well, I wanted him to be the GOAT, and I still think he could be. Now that we're friends again, 191 games, 94 goals is nothing to scoff at. 21 this season. Can he do in the big leagues? I really, really hope so. And he's still got 5-star potential. hopefully he can fulfill it. He's 21 now. He's still got a couple years of development, so fingers crossed for him. Mustafa Kamara, I would give him more time. It's just his potential. I don't think it's worth investing into him, and he's a bit... No, he's 6'1", I thought he was smaller. But yeah, his defensive stats... 3 composure scares me. His decision making's poor. It scares me. And I think his pace scares me. We're playing quite a high line, so yeah, he's been a rotation option, and I don't think we're going to be extending his contract due to the lack of potential in Mustafa Kamara, but he might be a good play for someone else. Liam Kelly has been brought up, and he's been playing as a rotation option at fullback. 13 appearances, 1 off the bench. He is still 17. Irish, his potential has gone down to only 4 stars, or has he always been 4 stars? Can't really remember, but Liam Kelly has been okay, and he probably will be a rotation option for the future. Last Martin we went through, Nicky Lillis, rookie of the season, undisputedly the future of this club, absolute go. His development has been a bit stale, which concerns me a little bit, but there's been some green arrows, so I think he can develop. He's grown an inch, he's 5'11" now, and he has scored 3 goals and got 2 assists as a ball-playing centre-back. The 3 goals, I think, happened all in one game. No, 2 goals happened in the same game. Yeah, I'm really loving him at centre-back. He is a key player. 32 appearances. If he had better stamina and could play every game, he would have. So yeah, shout out to Nicky Lillis. Leo Lloyd, our 6'7" striker, improving as well. 9 acceleration, 9 pace now. So maybe we can get him even quicker and even stronger. He's been developing nicely. 100 appearances now, 42 goals. Not a terrible return. 42 games this season, 13 goals. A bit of a downgrade, but there's been more rotation at striker now, and he's more of a target forward. His potential has dropped off, which is a bit annoying, but his value's gone up, so I'm not too upset. Luke Wilmot has played 1 game. We really need a crispy bacon to really perform, because I thought if we change the goalkeepers and Wilmot has a stinker, it'll ruin his career, and I really didn't want that to happen to young Wilmot, so he played 1 game, but we'll probably get more rotation in next season. Yak McCourt, you can see he's regressed in general from the first season, but still a good first teamer at this level, and probably close to retirement. I kind of want him to retire now so I can make him a staff member. If he doesn't want to become a staff, I'm going to be very upset. Mitchell, regressing a little bit, but I mean, it says he's improving, but arrows are going down. Still a first teamer on rotation with Adeyemi. Joseph Moore, he is going to get released at the end of the season. Never made an appearance, only off the bench in the FA Trophy. David O'Brien, I like him. He does well sometimes. I was going to say he does well, but he's got 6.92. But I feel like whenever I played him last season, he made an impact. Not so much this season. His potential has dropped off massively. He's a bit of an injury prone. Not really. He's had 2 injuries for his career, but yeah, he never really picked up. He's been on a regress. I think he is going to get released or probably sold. We can't even. He's got a contract for 2 more years, but he will not be getting game time. Paul Oldham promoted, but 1 for the chopping block. I mean, look at those technicals. My God, this guy has not developed at all. Carlos Alberto Robles, a bit disappointing season. 6.53. I thought he'd be better than what he is. He has got a goal with 3 heading, which is very impressive, but yeah, his development has been a bit underwhelming, performance has been underwhelming, but we do need a rotation option at centre back, and we don't have anyone else, and he's better than Duncan, because he's in game, at least in my head, he performs better than Duncan. And yeah, these are the loanies. Liam Vardy, he's been promoted, but to be fair, he's never been given a chance to the first teamers, but I mean, look at those stars. He was never destined for greatness. Cody Vos, he was meant to be the next big thing. He still could be. He's just been regressing since he came through. His casual personality and his performances in training have been bad, and we just have better fullbacks now. When he had that chance, but he was meant to be the chosen fullback, he never really kicked on and never became great. But he's here for another season, and I feel bad to release him. He's had some games, but never really impressed in any of them. And Cody, it's not looking good. Stevie White, he wants to leave, but we extended his contract for one more season. He's good for shirt sales and a good personality and a bit of a leader in the locker room. And he's, whenever called up on, he can perform. He does pretty well. Bit of a club icon, maybe for personnel, with 147 performances for the club, coming through the youth academy, of course, at the age of 27 in the first season. No, it couldn't be. He had to be younger, like 24 maybe. And that is Stevie White. Wilfred Williams, one of those players, again, from the first intake. Potential dropped off, which is very surprising. 133 performances for the club now. 29 or 33 this season. 6.75. It's been okay at DM, but maybe there's better players out there. His development has been very stagnant this season. He had one big jump and then just nothing throughout the whole season, and that puts me off a little bit, that he's not really, kicking on and improving us as well as I thought he could be. Jacek Zaya, is the best footballer of all time. 26 appearances, 12 goals to assists, 4 player of the matches. It's just what we need to know about the GOAT. 6'4", demolishes all the wingers. Great potential. An under 21 appearance maker at age 17 for Poland, which just shows he is the real deal. And I'll definitely keep him for his whole career, even if you have to play in the under 21s in the future, because he is my GOAT, fellow Postman, and he is actually developing, which is lovely to see. His finishing, I think, has dropped off to 2, which is a bit concerning, but otherwise, physically, is just, he's good. So that's all I'm going to say. Now, Ali Adeyemi, what a player. Look at this progression, just a straight line, isn't it? And it's lovely to see he's actually improving. And I think his value, we could even sell him. He's not even 18 yet, which is crazy. We could sell him on for easily like 250 if we really wanted to, but he'll be instrumental in League 2 next season. And I hope he has got more potential than just that star. I really do. And yeah, I mean, I can't sing his praises more enough. 6.69 rating, I think, is harsh. 5 assists, 1 goal, 29 appearances for the club this season. As a 16-year-old, is crazy. I don't even know why. Nigeria should probably bring him up to the youth academy. And yeah, that's everyone. If you wanted to stop and look more, feel free to do so. Pause the video and look at your favorite players. And for the last part of the video, to pretty much end it off, any cool stuff? I mean, we looked at the players who have been called up for an international youth teams, which is very cool. I'll show you the results of the Under-20s World Cup, which is happening now in game in 2029. And yeah, we'll have a look if maybe one of our players wins it even, which would be very interesting. Junior coaching has been excellent. It's nearly at its max, which is very good. Youth recruitment, the board does not improve. The training facilities are adequate. Youth facilities are adequate. They want to build a stadium, so I've been asking for stuff the whole season to improve facilities and whatnot, but they refuse to do so. The only legendary personnel is still only me and Morgan Bacon, which I think that's a bit harsh on the others. And I think I don't think anything else that's really worth mentioning or cool outside from this tactic, which there will be a separate video on it probably next week coming out. And apart from that, I don't think there's anything extra. Maybe we can look at finances. 1.3 million in the bank due to all our playoffs, playoff money, and that cup run. And yeah, we're going to be professional next season, and I'm excited to show you what happens. Can we survive? It's very unlikely, but we weren't supposed to survive this league. Probably weren't supposed to survive League 2, but maybe with that tactic, it might do some wonders, and we might just escape relegation. But even just being promoted and going pro is going to be massive for the development of these players. For those interested, I'll just be using the standard, like the most popular training regime, because I really don't understand training and can't be bothered to go in depth, but I'll be using that. Yeah, those most popular ones in the workshop. And yeah, I just want to thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far into the video, clearly liked it just to some extent, so please do leave a like. Do subscribe if you're new, as we are growing as a channel, and it's great that people are here. If you don't want to miss your favorite players, the club, developing and all that stuff. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you have a great day, and bye.